Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, we are going to be doing a flip through of my 2024 reading journal. I am so excited to share my full completed journal with you guys from last year, but let us just jump right on in. So this is my title page. I was going for a bit of like a red theme. I like to match it to the color of the journal every single year, but I was going for like a bookish theme. Then this is my books read bookshelf page. So as you can see, I read up to here, still lots of empty space. I like to give myself extra space just in case I read more than I'm planning to. But yeah, this is what my completed bookshelf spread turned out to look like. The lighter reddish pink color is for physical reads. The darker orangey red is for audiobooks. And then the non-colored one is either for ebooks, which I don't read very often, or for when I read a friend's book through a Google Doc, which is what that one was. So there's just three little ebook type ones, but this is the completed bookshelf. Then we have my reading challenge spread along with my reading goals. So as you can see, I did complete my reading goal of reading 85 books, which is really great. I actually read 101 books, as you can see right there. So my 85th book was The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. I completed the reading challenge of 85 books on November 6th. And like I said, I read a total number of 101 books. So for the goals, I did read 85 books. I did not complete my 24 books in 2024 TBR, but I did read 5 2023 releases, 5 2024 releases, 5 debut novels, and 5 series. Then we have my book bingo, which I also completed, and I really liked having the addition of this page this past year where I write down what book I read for each bingo spot. But yeah, so I fully completed this, which was really satisfying. And then we have my 24 in 2024. I feel like I did okay. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books. So over half, which is good, just barely over half. But I enjoyed most of the books that I read from this TBR, but overall I'm pleased with this. I wasn't really expecting to read all of these books because I am a mood reader, so. Then we had the Buzzwordathon, which I completely failed. Like, this one was difficult. I don't really do the Buzzwordathon in the way that you're supposed to, where like you try to like seek out the books to complete the prompts. I just kind of read what I want to read, and then if it fulfills a prompt, then great. But because it was so challenging this year, I did not bring this into next year. So I am not doing the Buzzwordathon for 2025. This one was a little disappointing. Let's not look at it. Then we have my series to read spread, which went fairly well. I completed my reread of Shatter Me. I finished the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, finished my reread of the first 2 X-Hex books and finished it with the last book that came out, and I read the entire Grisha trilogy. So the ones I didn't do, I didn't read the Bright Falls trilogy, I did not finish the Blood Like Magic duology, I did not read St. Rosetta's Academy, and I only reread the first book of the Hunger Games, but this is because me and my friends Peyton and Kit are doing a readathon for the Hunger Games series called the Hunger Games Reap Along, and that's because during 2024, Suzanne Collins announced the new book coming out, so that kind of altered my reread plans, but that's fine. I'm totally okay with that. So I'm overall pleased with how my series reading went this year. And then we have my anticipated releases spread, and I never anticipate reading all these books, so as you can see, these are the ones that I did read, the ones that are colored in. But overall, like, I did pretty okay with these books, and some of them are on my 2025 TBR. Then we have the Besties and Books spread. Unfortunately, Alyssa and I are taking a break from the book club in 2025, so this is not a spread that you will see in my 2025 reading journal, but I absolutely adore how this spread turns out, and we ended up enjoying, I would say, most of the books. But I would say my favorites, non-rereads of the book club this year were Stay With My Heart by Tashi Bouillon, and maybe Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. Oh, and Lost in the Neverwoods. I liked that one a lot as well. But yeah, I love how this spread turns out, and I am very sad that it's not going to be in my 2025 journal. Then we have my book bracket. This one is so difficult every single year. It's so hard to pick a favorite, but my overall favorite book, which was really difficult to come to a conclusion, was The Last Love Song by Kaylee Holford. Then we have my 2024 in review spread. So as you can see, my best reading month just for books read was January. And I'm actually shocked, but there was one month where I did not reread a single book. That is very, very rare for me. I'm always rereading books, so that was a shock to me. And then we had my writing goals, which I will have to blur some things out here, but I did complete a couple of goals, and I have my projects down here, so this is just what projects I ended up working on in whatever capacity this past year. Then we move on into my January spreads. This is actually my least favorite theme that I did throughout the entire year. It was my mirror ball theme. It's fine, I just, for some reason, I don't love it. Nothing too special. I did a flip through of this in my 2024 reading journal video, but days read were pretty decent. I hate this little Dutch door. I made it too short, and I think that's really what pisses me off about this spread. But yeah, some favorite books of the month: Roomies by Christina Lauren, The Ballad Never After by Stephanie Garber, that was a reread, The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. And then we have books read, and as you can see, like I said, this was my best reading month, so got lots of things read in January. And then writing goals, I only did one thing. So there we are. February is one of my favorite themes I did, and it was like a Valentine's Day donut theme, which I think is so cute. So this is the title page, just nice and simple. The calendar spread, days read and days written. I love this Dutch door I did for my to be read spread. I think it is so cute. As you can see, I did terribly with my TBR. Like, did not stick to this whatsoever. I was also sick in February, so I think that also conducted to the not reading a lot but watching a lot. Like, I watched Spinning Out, which is a show on Netflix that unfortunately only has one season, but it's become my obsession. I think I watched it twice in 2024, as well as reading one of my favorite books of the entire year, which was The Breakup Tour by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegman Broca. Books read, not very exciting there. And writing goals, which I actually managed to complete all my goals despite being sick. So that's nice. We have March, which is like my rainy umbrella theme, which I think was also really cute. I liked the color scheme of it. It was just a lot of like rain boots and puddles and umbrellas, but I was quite consistent in my uploading this month, which is nice to see. I also read almost every single day in March, which is also great to see. Read my entire TBR. That is so shocking to me. Read some great books, did a lot of rereads, watched Shadow and Bone, watched Tick Tick Boom, which is one of my favorite movies of this year. It was so good. Obviously, it came out quite a while ago, but it was my first time watching it. And a lot of my music is taken over by the Olivia Rodrigo Guts Deluxe tracks. Books read, looking nice. And then we've got writing goals, which I also completed all of those. And this one is my The Last Love Song themed. So my friend's book, The Last Love Song, which was my favorite book of the year, came out in April, so I did a theme surrounding it to celebrate. So if you guys have read the book, which if you haven't, you totally should, the main character's mom has this pink guitar that is quite infamous, and it's got these roses painted on it, so that's what I decided to do for the title page, along with rainbow colored music notes, and that's because it is a sapphic book. And then on this side, I just did a quote. I think I asked Kaylee what her favorite quote from the book was, and she said, "My last love song will always be for you." Then we have the calendar spread, so I put a microphone and a piano here just to kind of represent some more things from the book. Again, was quite good with uploading this month as well. But I was also sick again in April, so the reading and the writing took a massive hit this month as well. TBR, like I said, this is a month where I only read 3 books, but here I've got the letters that are in the book that Mia's mom Tori leaves for her, and again another little Dutch door moment to lead to my books read spread, which was really not utilized well because, like I said, I only read 3 books, so this is a little sad to look at, I'm not gonna lie. The favorites, again, looking a little sad, but of course Torture Poets Department came out, so that's literally all that I listened to. These are all songs from the Torture Poets Department. Again, somehow completed all of my writing goals, which was really nice. This is one of my favorite themes of the entire year, and it's my cherry theme. I just think it's so cute. So we got the calendar spread, the days read, days written. Did pretty well on my TBR, had lots of favorites, which was really great. Read a lot, did all my writing goals. And this is where I was doing revisions on my book Whim Tim. This is my chapter revision tracker. Then we have my ice cream kind of theme for June. The calendar spread, I really loved doing these little like colored in calendar boxes. Days read, days written. Did not do that well on the TBR, but I'm a mood reader, so what can you expect? I did another little simple Dutch door here. I mainly just watched Bridgerton in this month, but I also watched some Disney movies because I was going to Disney in July, so I wanted to prepare by watching some Disney movies. Books read, did not read a whole lot, and I mainly completed my goals and continued the Whim Tim revisions. And then I did a Disneyland theme for July, so I did the castle on the title page, which I think is really cute. The calendar spread has mini ears all around it, and then days read, days written, I have all different Disney snacks drawn at the bottom. To be read, I mainly read some like Disney and travel themed books while we were away. To watch, mainly all Disney. I read The Reappearance of Rachel Price in July and absolutely loved it. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, This Ravenous Fate by Haley Dennings. And then books read, I did okay. I did the little Alice in Wonderland teacups at the bottom, which I thought was cute. And then for writing goals, I did the little Mickey ear hats at the bottom. Did pretty well on the writing goals. And I finished my revision draft of Women Tim here. Then we have my strawberry shortcake theme, which I think is adorable. So I drew Strawberry's house. I'm obsessed with this calendar spread. I think it is so cute, and I definitely want to do more calendar spreads that have this kind of design element going on. Days read, days written, just a bunch of strawberries throughout this entire spread. Like, it's not really that crazy. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder came out this month, which was really exciting. Books read, I got the old like 80s strawberry shortcake down here, which I just think is so cute, but this page did not get utilized because I did not read enough books. And then we have my writing goals, which I did complete, which was very exciting. Then we have September, which is kind of like a fall theme. Just your classic run-of-the-mill fall theme. Very simple, very cute. Just a lot of pumpkins. I did okay with my days read there. TBR, not looking so hot. Agatha All Along started coming out, which was really exciting. Nobody Wants This on Netflix came out. I love that show. I did okay on my books read, but this page was totally not used, which is so sad. Writing goals, I did all right on. Then we have October, which I did a trick or treat theme. I did another fun little calendar spread. I absolutely love how this turned out. This one's so cute. We just have jack-o'-lanterns and candy corns everywhere. Didn't do so hot on the TBR, but we have another fun little Dutch door moment here, which I love. Just a little trick or treat bucket with all the candy coming out of it. I did do really well on all my to watch. I watched everything that I wanted to watch. My favorites this month were A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed, Truly Madly Magically by Hazel Beck, and my reread of The XX by Erin Sterling. I did okay on the reading, not great, and I did do all of my writing goals. And then we get to my November spreads, which was an Eras Tour theme because I did see the Eras Tour in November, which was just the best. So I drew heart hands here and wrote This Night is Sparkling, Don't You Let It Go. And then I just simply printed out the Eras Tour poster here because there was no way I was drawing that, you know? So here I did all of the stars in the different eras colors. And then to do the days of the week at the beginning of the calendar spread, I did a little friendship bracelet, which I thought was kind of cute. And then for my days read, days written, this was useless, but I did the surprise song piano and the guitar with the eras stars around it. This was really fun. And then my to be read, I have the bracelets for all of the different eras, and then it is a Dutch door. This is the confetti that is at the end of the show. And then we go to the next spread and there are the rest of the bracelets. And then we have my favorites with just more stars going down here. And then we get into December. I meant to do a fun, cute little page over here and I never did. I was going to try to incorporate this somewhere. I did not do that. I was kind of losing my steam in December, but I drew a cute little gingerbread house. I did the calendar spread, the gingerbread brown color, and then did little jujubes at the top since those often come in like the gingerbread house kits. Then we have the days read and days written where I just have little gingerbread men everywhere. Continuing into the to be read spread, which didn't do terrible, didn't do great either though. Another little Dutch door moment. To my to watch, which I watched almost everything that I wanted to watch except for Elf, which I don't really take as that much of a loss, to be honest. Then we have my favorites of the month. I loved Dungeons and Drama by Christy Boyce, my reread of The Hunger Games. Same old movies are always here. Also Wicked Part 1, that was a great watch. And then we have books read, another gingerbread house. This one is fine. At least I got to use this page a little bit. And then I always have a Christmas countdown. So for this one, I drew little gingerbread men all over. So every day I would color in a different gingerbread man. And I always think this is just a cute touch to add into my journal. And that brings us to Goodbye 2024. I literally did these spreads yesterday. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I put absolutely zero thought into these spreads. I'm so over this journal. I just want to like move on. I had so much journaling to do. We are so late into January already. So this one I literally put absolutely no effort into. So we're just gonna move on. So we have my favorite books. Literally didn't even do official titles. That's how tired I was of the bullet journal. But these are all the favorite books. You guys would have seen these in my last video, my favorite books of 2024. So go watch that video if you have not yet already. Then we have my favorite shows and movies. So Spinning Out, Nobody Wants This, Heartstopper, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Bridgerton, My Life with the Walter Boys, Maxton Hall, Tick Tick Boom, Wicked Part 1, Waitress the Musical, The Broken Hearts Gallery, and Inside Out 2. And then I was really slacking on the favorite albums. I'm not gonna lie, these are the only ones that I could think of. I probably could have sat down and really thought out some more, but this is all I felt like doing, if I'm honest. And I did split up Tortured Poets into the standard album and the anthology just because I simply had too many favorite songs. So from the Tortured Poets standard, we have Down Bad, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, and But Daddy, I Love Him. These were really hard to come up with favorite songs for, by the way, because I love them all so much. But for the anthology, I put The Black Dog, I Hate It Here, The Prophecy, and Peter. And then we have The Secret of Us, which I just did the standard album. But we have Risk, Close to You, I Love You, I'm Sorry, and I Knew It, I Know You. So yes, that brings us to the end of my 2024 bullet journal flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!